else got them? Michigan, Ohio State, Duke, North Carolina. We got the Red Sox and the Yankees. The Red Sox and the Rhinos. You know, when you rhino a Red Sox, you know what I'm saying? The UHL is no different. We also got TMO versus B.B.C. The meanest rivalry ever to hit the universe.
I'm your host, Dick Resideux. Alongside me, as always, Mark Buck.
That's me.
This week on our show, a backdoor whooping down under, Phoenix Yak in perfection, Reapers defenseman Todd Bulliment, a New York Squirrel.
You know, a lot of people say he and I look alike.
Yeah.
I'm just a lot better looking with better hair.
Okay, and all the highlights of a neck-shaking week in the UHL. We begin in TMO City, where the Reapers are on the road looking for their first win of the season. The Reapers are looking to Ahmad El-Amin to give the scoring punch they're lacking with Super Robot and Becky Mosey out injured. The TMO is undefeated and have won the last 2 games against their hated rivals. It would be Alicia Sissick who would strike first for the Reapers, giving them a 1-0 lead on the road.
Now, did you know she is a model in her spare time? And a damn sexy one, too.
This lead would not last as Wardo, captain of the Lightning, struck with a quick backhanded wrist shot, and the Lightning were energized.
Nah, everybody hates that robot.
Veteran Todd Hort gave the Reapers back the lead with a slap shot from the point, and things once again were looking up for B.B.C. City. Katie Kelly was then able to beat the Reaper defense and go top-shelf cookie jar against Alicia Menia, tying the game at 2. Then it was Deathstrike with a reverse no-look goal that faked everyone out and gave the TMO the lead. Then, early in the third, Ahmad El-Amin did what he was paid to do, score goals, and he ties the game, giving the Reapers life. Halfway through the third, John Petto wins the faceoff and sends the puck back to Sarah Staub, who unleashed a wicked slap shot. Joel Powell jumps in front of the shot, and the puck hits him square in the leg. He had to be helped off the ice and will be out for 7 weeks. Late in the third, Sarah Danielski, from an odd angle, beat Vanessa Bolt to give the Reapers a late lead. This would not last, as Deathstrike was able to get one-on-one against veteran Todd Bulliment, who was no match for the robot, as he blasts a shot right by him and Meninga, tying the game up with only seconds left. This sends us to overtime, where once again the TMO was able to get a breakaway. This time, 2-on-1 against the aging veteran. Deathstrike to Blackwing, and goal! The TMO moves to 3-0 and the Reapers to 0-3. Not since 2005 had the Reapers lost their first 3 games.
Saskatoon got some good news this week as they were able to sign former UHL defender Nick Munoz as their coach. Unfortunately for Munoz, his first game would be against the battle-hardened Mexico City Smog. Under Munoz's tutorage, Melissa Parfit seems to be thriving as she's stuck with a quick goal, stunning the crowd in Mexico City. Then, during a moment of confusion, Saskatoon goalie Erin Jeffers, she loses track of the puck, and in a strange twist of fate, Emily Hunter, girlfriend of Saskatoon coach, scores, tying the game. The Smog would strike next as Melissa Fine to Colleen Joa, and the player who's often used as a scapegoat after Smog losses scores.
Alabama versus Philadelphia. This game seemed to be the Linda Egg show.
I can score, coach. Give me the puck. Give me the puck.
As she was able to use some magnificent mongoloid moves to get by Megan Adams, who has returned to the team who originally drafted her. Later, Fade Bizey cut the deficit in half.
Yeah, I wish our politicians could do something like that.
Next, it would be Dave Alvarez who would bring the game to even.
Yeah, I would vote for him.
Then in overtime, Big Nate Whittemore put his girth behind the shot, and yowzas! He wins the game. Alabama's on top of their division for the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah, on top like a fat kid playing King of the Mountain on a hill of chocolate cake.
I like chocolate cake.
We come to the ass whooping of the evening. Koonibba, who has yet to score this season.
Boy, they made up for it tonight.
Lance Chatwell.
He loves Germany.
Kessel scores off the pass from who?
Hillary Pressigan.
Jesse Van Dam beats Laura Muir like a rented mule.
Underachiever.
From the point, it's the only female robot in the UHL.
Boo boo boo, big time.
Bernie Lynch abuses Muir like John Benet Ramsey.
Kids shouldn't be in beauty pageants.
Simon Summers scores.
Pull that goalie.
Jesse Van Dam using Pressican as a screen.
That's no screen, that's a wall.
Getting jealous because Van Dam has 2 goals. She got none.
Not anymore.
Hat trick.
I smell crab burger.
Nope, that's Jesse Van Dam scoring her 3rd goal of the game. Finally, we have Chris Summers with a pretty goal juking Muir out of her patchouli-smelling jock.
Hairy armpits slow you down.
As we can see, Koonibba ties Phoenix for the 8th biggest ass whooping of all time.
Damn! Worked versus Lowell.
This game was as boring as 2 ants on a log playing Parcheesi.
Not too much going on in this game. Luis Calderon had the only goal of the game, which gave the Squirrels their first win of the season.
Mexico City visits the TMO City Lightning, who are high off an earlier win off their rivals, the B.B.C City Reapers. We look in while the Smog had the 3-2 lead, and then a deflected score from the point ties the game and sends them into overtime. In overtime, Captain Elias Alvarez takes over and beats the robot line down the ice and scores on Vanessa Bolt, and the celebration is on.
And that's all it takes. They didn't execute. I don't think they deserve to win. They deserve what they got.
Nagasaki and Lowell.
Now, we were hoping for a showdown.
We come into this game with Nagasaki goalie Ryan Hagan not having given a goal in his previous 3 games.
Now, that is a really great start for a rookie, I must say.
But Lowell was not scared, and they lit him up for 5 goals.
And they really lit him up.
The defending champs struck back, but it wasn't enough as they dropped their first of the season 5-2.
Now that 5-2 looks really bad when you had not given up a goal yet.
Hagan got his first taste of an ass whooping tonight.
Now let me tell you this. I've never given a rim job, but I will tell you from people telling me, you cannot wash that taste out of your mouth with no crest. Next, we got Koonibba versus New York. And Koonibba was hoping to ride the wave of their lopsided victory over the Paris artists as they faced the struggling New York Squirrels. But the Squirrels were high on a wave of their own after beating Lowell 1-0, and the Squirrels pounced on the Roos like a buried nut in a long, hard winter. Cornelius Hampton scored 2 goals, then Clayton Van Haan added 1 more. Rookie Becky Van Vliet scored the first goal of her career by beating Martin Booker stickside. Now, the Roos tried to make it a game by scoring 2 late goals in the 3rd period, but then any hopes of a comeback were thwarted when they pulled their goalie and Calderon scored on an empty net like you're about to see right here. Look at this. That's perfect.
Why does anyone ever pull their goalie? It never works.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Phoenix traveled to B.B.C City looking to stay undefeated.
While the Reapers are still looking for their first win.
They get off to a great start as Ahmad El-Amin scored quickly.
He's trying to catch Henry Pena on the all-time goals list.
The game went scoreless for almost 2 full periods until
Phoenix pulled their goalie.
And many had made the fatal mistake.
She passed right into the clutches of Nightstick, who passes to Alexander Leonard.
And she makes us put our foot in our mouths.
The pulled goalie works, and we go into overtime. It is here Lisa Payne gets behind the defense, makes the pass to Megan Bardoff, and that is the game.
Phoenix remains undefeated, while the Reapers fell to 0-4 for the first time since 2005. The Reapers are in trouble.
Yeah. And next week, they play the Mexico City Smog, and I really don't see them winning that game.
But after that is the World Snipers. I think that will be their first win.
Well, let's hope so. Next up, we got the interview with Reapers defender Todd Bulliment.
Good evening. Our guest for this week is BBC Reapers defenseman Todd Bulliment. Hello, Todd.
How are you, Mr. Resideux?
Oh, I'm always good. I'm always good.
That's good. Good to hear.
Now, wait. Before I start this interview, I gotta ask, what's with the shirt?
Well, you know, our team's not doing so well, so I was thinking about making a switch, maybe to New York.
The BBC fans know about this?
No, I'm just kidding. I love BBC City. This is more for my boy Luis, who also might be going to Compton too since he's living out there.
Oh, Luis Calderon.
Mm-hmm.
What's with B.B.C? I mean, come on, 0-4?
I don't know what to tell you. This is the first time I've ever played for a team that's gone 0-4. I can't really explain it. I mean, without Super Robot on the team, it does make it kind of difficult. He did add a lot of scoring power for our team, so...
Now, have you talked to him? How's he doing with the injury?
He doesn't really have any interaction when he's not playing.
Well, do you think that maybe that has something to do with your terrible start? No camaraderie between you and the team?
You know, we're a tough team. We don't let it bother us. You know, Ahmad's been stepping it up. John Petto, you know, all the guys have been really making a go of it, and we're trying to fill in the gaps. It's just hard to adjust when you build an offense around one man. Or robot, I should say.
Well, I guess you guys are accustomed to losing. Remember last year's finals against the Norwales? I'm sorry, I gotta bust your chops. My cousin's on the team. Yeah. Mr. Dick Ripple.
Yeah.
Hey.
He has a giant penis. It was difficult, but, you know, the Nagasaki Norwales, they showed up. They played really well, and gotta hand it to them, their first title. So we've got 4. You didn't know that, so...
Well, I don't know if you'll be getting 5 this year, but we hope so. No. What's in store for you next week? Who do you play?
Well, we got Mexico City next week.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely they're a tough team, so... but we're going to bring our A game. Hopefully we get all the bugs worked out, and we got them in War World.
I think people want you to play A game first.
Oh, Residue. Always full of jokes.
Anyway, sorry for this.
No. We deserve it. So we'll make the playoffs. I guarantee that.
Oh, guaranteed?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Now, has anyone made the playoffs after starting 0-4 or 0-6? To your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge, but I'm not too much of a historian. We get Super Robot back, you know, in probably about, I think, 7 more games. So once we have him back, the rest of the league will know what it's like to feel the rod of Super Bowl Robot in their hands.
Kind of like how all of us have felt the wrath in our ass when listening to your CD.
Oh, you gotta bring that up.
Oh, I couldn't let you go without talking about that. Exodus.
Oh.
Now, I heard in that song that you don't like to eat something about it tasting like trout, or...
I don't know. I think I might have brought a sample of it. If we want to listen to it.
Our fans always want to
Bitch, if he tries to punk me, hate reality TV and trust my babies, and I hope Jack Osborne gets anal rabies. Hate eating pussy cause it smells like trout. Pussy's for your dick, bitch, not for your mouth.
Yeah, now see, and now all this stuff is coming out about if you eat, or should I be proper, if you give oral sex to a woman, it's more likely now to find that people are getting throat cancer, men, I guess women too, if you swing that way, they're getting throat cancer because of doing that act.
Wait, you're blowing my mind here. You can get cancer from eating...
That's the news.
What?
New study.
What about rhinoceros?
Well, I don't know, I've never eaten rhinoceros.
Well, in my planet where we come from, we eat all the time.
Well, it might be a delicacy where you come from, but I don't know, maybe some people do. Not me. Well, you tell your cousin Dick Ripple that we're coming for him.
Oh, he'll be coming too. Alright, Tom, thank you.
Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Bulliment, Professor of B.B.C. Reading. Well, that's it. That's our show for the week. I'm your host, Dick Resideux. Alongside me is Mark Buck. If there's anything else you want to add?
I just want everybody to know that I got a bowl full of grits in my backyard and I'm ready to slather myself in chocolate syrup and go swimming.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
Well, we'll let him go do that. As far as the rest of us, see ya.